got mine. Yeah, and I get by working in the sun.
Alright, we made it to the track. It's Cherezian racing practice day here. Saturday, got Livia, Dad's over there somewhere. And track's already dry. Haven't gone out for the first time. Been rushing to get here. Made a lot of changes on the car. Hoping that they're right changes, so I'm gonna go out right now and shake her down. Alright, after the first session, I feel like I got a lot more forward drive now, but I'm still tight in the center, so I'm going to work on it right now. Alright, so to clarify, the session you guys just watched, the second session, there was not a single change made to the car from the first to second. Even though I said I was going to make changes, I didn't, because the track decided to water the crap out of the track. So I just wanted to go out there one more time and get another feel for it. The reason it looks much better is because the first session I was out there giving the car a chance, where I'd go into the corner, turn the steering wheel, off the gas, hope the car would turn. As you guys saw, it did not. The second session was me driving it like I normally do, which is sliding the back end around the car, abusing the rear tires, and using the brake as a crutch to turn the car in. So I'd slide it in the beginning of the corner, and then it'd catch traction about halfway through the corner and then drive straight out. You can't drive the car like that in traffic. It abuses the rear tires. It's a crutch, but it looks better and it's faster when there's nobody else around. So that's why it looks so much better. Not a single change was done to the car though. Going into the third session is when we started making changes. So we went from a 2 off to a 3 off on the right rear. Unfortunately, the tire stagger is a little bit different. It was actually an inch more now with a 3 off, which kind of killed some drive off. And then we also went ahead and took 5 rounds out of the left rear spring, taking our preload and bringing it to almost 0 at chain drop. And now, as you guys will see, the track is very dry slick, and this is how it went. All right, so as you guys saw, that didn't work out very well. Lost a bunch of side bite. Felt like I lost some forward drive too. The car was much freer in the middle of the corner. It helped the handling, but every time I got on the gas, I was just trying to kick the rear end out. So driving too hard at the right rear at that point. Going to the next session, we changed the left rear spring again. Not the spring, but we changed the preload on it, where we put the 5 rounds back into it, and then we went 2 more. So even more left rear spring preload than we unloaded off the trailer with. And now the track is even more dry, and unfortunately the sun has hit the horizon, so going into turn 3 I cannot see a dang thing. So it just washed that whole corner out, because I couldn't even get the car turned in because I had no idea where I was going. And so that's the last session. Here it is. Last session didn't work either. Going the other direction on that left rear spring, adding a whole bunch more preload in it. It's not the ticket. Didn't feel like the car had any more drive off the corner. Didn't feel like it had any more forward bite. It definitely felt a whole lot tighter in the middle. So didn't really gain anything there. But I'm glad we got to try it, because these are things I wouldn't normally do at the track. If that was a race day, I would have probably adjusted the J-bar, got that thing down a little bit, and maybe lengthened the chain a little bit on the left rear. But that was not a race day. That's what a practice day is for, is to try new things you haven't tried before. So I'm glad that we got the session in. I wish it was a race, because I want to race, but anytime you can get on the track and get some laps turned is great. And I'm a big fan of test and tune days, no matter when they are in the season. I wish we had more of them, but you gotta take them when you can get them, right? The tires, guys, were junk. Absolutely junk. I put the worst tires on. If you guys watched the last video in the shop, I put the worst tires on the dang car, and I'm happy I did, because I was roasting them off. And I'm sending 2 tires to the recycling place now that are just basically bald. So This is the first right rear, this is the second right rear. I grooved these guys down to the cord in the center. So if that wasn't the case, these things would be completely bald right here and there. So I'm happy, saved some money on the tire bill right there. And I got a whole stack of good used tires. As Rebel Son likes to say, I got used tires for sale in good shape. They're not for sale, but they're good condition tires, almost brand new, some of them, from my buddy Jason Poppett. So Jason, thank you again for those. Yeah, so tires, didn't have any tires on the track, so I was definitely down a bunch of tenths on lap times there, not happening near the amount of rear grip as I needed from the tires. And as you guys saw, I didn't have any GoPro footage from in the car because I had this baby pointing down right here at my air fuel ratio gauge because I'm trying to figure out the carburetor stumble and low RPM bog, and I think I got a good handle on what to do to fix that. So very successful and gained a lot of knowledge on that practice session. So we're gonna race Stockton dirt track on August 26th. And I'm very excited to go there because that is close to a half-mile track and it is a motor track. And I've not had this motor anywhere besides Antioch and Placerville, and those are both little bull rings. So I'm ready to hopefully open this thing up and see what you can really do on a big track. Wide open, baby. So we're gonna get some work done. We gotta swap the gear. We gotta do a whole bunch of little fine tuning on the car. I definitely found some stuff from the week before working on it in here in the shop. My pull bar, I guess this is something we overlooked. My pull bar was mounted 5.5 inches in front of axle center line, which is a ton. So I shortened it up, I guess I would say lengthened the pull bar, but I shortened up the distance to the axle center line 2 inches. So now I'm 3.5 and I'm still wanting to go more. So I'm gonna buy a longer pull bar, and I think I'm heading in the right direction because that felt a lot better initially when I moved that thing back. So we're finding the speed, just got to keep on ironing out little things here and there. So we're gonna get to work here real soon. So remember guys, if it's bent, it ain't broken. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time here on Cherezian Racing.